whatever path you decide to take. To me, the most important thing is not to try to do it solo. You've got to find people wiser with more experience than one has individually and gain the collective of that wisdom to help you gain clarity.
Don't look at this as a binary discussion. Look at all your options and figure out what you want and what fits that plan the best.
I remind myself all the time, as I do clients, that we're all paying a price for the results that we're getting. And the question always is, can I pay a lower price for the same or better results?
I wish people had told me the things that these people are trying to tell you now.
All right, let's put a wrap on this. I'll give my little short wrap, and then I want to just go around the horn one more time. And any last comments you'd like to deliver to our listeners or to our viewers. I would say along this journey, the entrepreneurial journey, whatever path you decide to take, to me, the most important thing is not to try to do it solo. We were taught, early in life and in school and education that we had to carry all the weight and do it ourselves. And to an extent, that's true. But out in the real world, you've got to find people wiser with more experience than one has individually and gain the collective of that wisdom to help you gain clarity. Back to Jared's point about clarity. Who am I? What do I really want? And to be able to show me down the path like Alistair does as a guide. This is what's up in front of us, and we could take the south ascent, we could take the north ascent, or we could take this over here that'll take us longer. But I need someone to give me a little bit of that. That's what you've done here today in a short bit of time. So that's what I will leave this with. Let me just go back to the top of my screen. Brandon, last comments from you, sir.
I really appreciate being part of this, and I think we covered a tremendous amount of ground today. I agree with you. It's critically important to amass the collective knowledge of your advisors to help you make intentional decisions because they're hugely impactful, not only on your practice and your career, but also on your personal life. I can listen to Alistair talk all day. I got to figure out how to get one of those accents and get rid of my Texas accent. But I appreciate you having me.
Thank you, Brandon. Mike.
As more of you speak, I agree with you. I would like to give one, I don't know who's going to be listening to this, but I'd like to give one plug to DSOs. Okay. If you're at the end of your career, there's a point in your career, if you've decided, I don't want to be in dentistry, but you've been super successful, a DSO may be your only buyer. It used to be you could sell fractional shares, you could retire in practice, but when you really have a monster, that may be your only option. And it is a great option for some doctors that really want out. And again, David would say this, he talks about real estate or some form of investments that protect your principal and has a great return, and you minimize the danger to your money. I think the nice thing about listening to somebody like this is thinking ahead further than this year or the next 5 years or the next 10 years. So if you're young, I hate to tell you, we've been there, we're looking back, and I wish people had told me the things that these people are trying to tell you now. So be careful who you choose for a mentor, because these people need to become partners with you in what you want to do. Come along side by side, just like your staffs, just like your attorney, your CPAs. You need to trust them, just like getting in a foxhole. You need somebody to cover your six. And I'm very careful about who I choose, and you get wiser about that. The problem is there are a lot of supposed experts. And if I was looking for somebody to invest my money, I'd go, yeah, I might consider that. Let me see your portfolio for the last 3 years.
Yeah. Well
Good
said.
people go, fine, great, look at it.
Yep.
I want to know track record. So
Exactly. Yeah. Beautiful. Jared.
Yeah, real quick, I just jotted down 4 things. And first off, appreciate you having me on here. I had a blast. You guys are way smarter than me, so I appreciate you being here. 4 things I wrote down. Just like I said, start with the end in mind. So think, what do you want out of an exit and the timeline? All right, so think that through. Number 2, consider all your options. Brandon, you went through all the different doctor to doctor, JV, full DSO. Consider all your options. And then when you're looking at those options, narrow them down, okay? Let's say you're talking to one, let's say DSO, or one maybe doctor to doctor. Talk to other people that have sold to that DSO. And don't ask that DSO for the recommendation. Find out who did not behind their back, but somebody that they don't know they sent you to. What's their experience now once they've sold to that DSO? And then 4, like you guys said, don't do it alone. Do not put a for sale by owner sign in your front yard of your dental practice. Surround yourself with the right people, because this is probably one of the biggest decisions you're going to make.
Absolutely. Bill.
Now you see why I'm partners with Jared. He has such an analytic mind and can kind of take this and boil it down to bullet points. I kind of come from more of a 10,000 foot view. And I think what I really enjoyed about this conversation, Brandon, you said it well, is it's a balanced panel here. And, you know, it does feel like it may have come a little heavy handed against the DSOs. And I think what I would say is don't look at this as a binary option where either we hate DSOs and we're not even gonna consider them. We're only going to do this over here. Do exactly what Jared said. If you set your practice up and it has that E in EBITDA, then look at your options. It doesn't hurt to go talk to a Brandon and see what's out there, because every DSO is different. And some of them are going to be more doctor friendly. Some of them are going to be more, you know, near we say draconian. I mean, they're all different. So don't look at this as a binary discussion. You know, look at all your options and figure out what you want and what fits that plan the best.
Well said. Well said. Alistair, bring us home.
To clarify a point that I probably hadn't made is when we speak about valuations and so forth, I don't really see, outside of specialists, anybody really overpaying for practices today like there were 3 or 4 years ago. Just in my opinion, I don't think these are unreasonable valuations. So if you're out there and you're thinking about doing it, of course, you always want to look for a good deal, but I think that they're, on the whole, this is a reasonable valuation level that we're at. I thought it was preposterous 3 or 4 years ago. I think the real danger is not so much securing a practice today or choosing to sell today, as much as it is baking into your plan an assumption that you will buy one for 5 times, but sell it when that EBITDA gets back to 15 times. Based on my experience in multiple industries, in multiple cultures and environments and sectors, that hot money is extremely unlikely to come back. And this is certainly my reputation here. I do not see us selling a standard GP practice for 16, 17 times EBITDA again in our working experience. The good news is the industry is still so great, you don't need ridiculous outcomes like that. To Mike's point, you don't need to go all in on that being your plan. If that's your plan, it's not a plan, that's hope. So I think it's if you're into it, great. Whether or not you want to buy or sell, I remind myself all the time, as I do clients, that we're all paying a price for the results that we're getting. All the time. In our health, our relationships, our practice, our business, we're all paying a price for the results we're getting. And the question always is, can I pay a lower price for the same or better results? And you get to decide what's true for you. Are you willing to be the person that has to go down and fix the broken pipe on a Sunday morning? Then ownership is perfect for you. Or is your definition of success a practice or an associateship position, or sell to or join someone else, a DSO or anyone otherwise, and focus on other aspects of creativity and ambition in your life, supported by a beautiful, stable, well-earned income? There's no version of this that you'll do wrong, with one exception: doing what others have prescribed for you. I found that to be the only way you can really go wrong, is thinking you need to be someone else and do what they did to make yourself happy. Didn't work for me. Don't recommend it for others.
Gentlemen, I certainly appreciate your time today. Great panel, great conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, David.
If you enjoyed watching or learning from this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more content. If you have a question about any of my content or this specific video, just please leave a comment down below. And as always, stay focused on your freedom. I'll see you next time.